What's up, guys? I'm Jay Fleazy, and we're back with another episode of RCW. We are starting this episode with a recap of what happened in the last. The two big things being Jay Fleazy becoming the first ever Great Lakes champion. Don't know why I clicked that. Don't worry about it. And the second, probably even bigger thing, Ernest Youngman seems to have become an official member of the Ironbound Syndicate. Is he? What does that mean for the future of RCW? We don't know, but we'll find out a little bit more in this episode, probably. Go check that out. Here we go. RCW Pride Before the Fall in front of tens and tens of fans. Full 68 this time, actually. I mean, we're moving up. So we have the usual open of the Ironbound Syndicate doing their thing. Talking about what they're going to do tonight. Maybe their opponents. Depends on the day, right? This is the first time in the open you've seen the full Ironbound Syndicate with Ernest Youngman in there now. Fearless Blue does appear in this one. Doesn't always. And in the open, we then have Fearless Blue letting all of the Ironbound Syndicate down by losing to Texas Hangman. Very poor combination. That's not great. Remind me of that, YouTubes. Remind me later. So, one of the worst, I think this is the worst Texas Hangman performance, but manager kind of hindered him. So, we'll see. Moving on. We have an angle with El Hijo del Neutron in Jay Silver and Tamara's office, bitching that they want to rip the owner's head off, basically, which is a great way to lose their job. Or very poorly done by everybody involved. Alright. In the token eye candy match today, we have Pinky Perez defeating a debuting Gypsy Rose. In a fantastic segment. 50 rating. Pink Butterfly Powerbomb is a fantastic name. I don't know why. Fantastic performance from Pinky Perez. Now Pinky Perez grabs the microphone and says, well, whoever wins this tournament, you're next. Be ready to deal with me. It's a shame she wasn't in the tournament. Speaking of the tournament, next up we have Ursula Sayez versus Katya Kornishikova. Got there in the end. Awkward bout, unfortunate, because Kat put on a great performance. Still a decent match. Impressive from Kat. Wow. Wow. Even in a no chemistry situation. Very well done. Next up, we have Brady Prince announcing Tamara McFly has announced the main event will be El Hijo del Neutron, Jay Silver versus Ernest Youngman and Jay Fleazy. In the Ironbound Syndicate match of the night, Annihilus decimates another two poor fools, basically. He's getting better and better at it, too, out of 31. Annihilus is getting quite good, quite fast. Not known for his in-ring ability. Beautiful work from the Ironbound Syndicate. We then have a scene backstage where Ernest Youngman and Jay Fleazy are seen talking to Texas Hangman. What does that mean? Are they recruiting him? Is he gonna say yes? Are they setting him up? What's going on? Yeah, I think so too, buddy. I think so too. Unfortunate. That didn't work out. Alright, next up we have the megastar, Talia Kinsel. Kinsel? Yeah. Versus Ruby Rose, another great star of the women's wrestling business, clearly. And we have Talia taking away the win in a superb wrestling match with spinal trauma. She advances to the final of the RCW Women's Championship Tournament. Beautiful match. These girls are incredible. We then have Talia grabbing the mic saying, you're next, kitty cat. It's After that last cat match, I'm thinking this match is gonna be incredible. Incredible. Very excited. And in our main event of the night, we have Jay Fleazy and Ernest Youngman defeating El Hijo del Neutron and Jay Silver in a 21-minute match. It went a while. They fought hard, but they're able just to pull it off. And Jay Fleazy gets the pin on El Hijo del Neutron again with the torpedo spear. And Ernest Youngman carried the match again because he's Ernest Youngman. El Hijo del Neutron definitely pulling his weight though. A fantastic main event all in all. Considering you have two basically rookies in Jay Fleazy and Jay Silver. Even though I'm the GOAT. 39 segment rating, very good. I'm happy with that. And the final segment of the night, you have Jay Fleazy addressing Mara McFly for booking this match, telling her you don't want to get on my bad side. No, very good show actually. I wasn't sure it'd be. That's our highest rated show, I believe. I wasn't sure it was gonna be that good. I thought it might be our best because we had Talia going against Ruby Reese. We had Pinky Perez on the show, which helps a lot. Texas Hangman, I actually thought that match would be better. So the show was all set up to be our best show we've ever had, but a 40, very good. Jay Silver is used far too much, I agree, but it fit the story. Actually, perfectly fit the story. Alright. I'm very happy with that show. The next one? Even better, right? Or is that just the pride before the fall? We'll see. Alright, a couple things to update on before we start Lost in the City. First off, guys, we did move up to a 5 popularity finally. So, there we go. It took us all the way until July to go up 1. Troubling. And 2, we did end up signing Prime Time Jack Pride. Mostly because of that star quality. He has true top of the company potential in him. Will he get there? We'll see, but he's here just in case. Other than that, everything's more or less the same. Finances are not very good. So let's get to the show. Alright, here we go. RCW Lost in the City. We open the show with the Syndicate in the ring, as per usual. Talking their trash. But this time, as you will notice, they do not have their monster as he was not available to get to the show tonight. In an opening, Nate DeMarcus, Riley McManus, and Tyrone hit the ring. Unfortunately, the Syndicate gets away before they can get their hands on him. Hot start. Unexpected start as nobody knew the monster would not be here. Very good start to the show. And in another incredible opening match, Texas Hangman defeats Marcel LaFleur with a choke slam. Another superb wrestling match from Texas Hangman. Great chemistry from them two, too. That's amazing. And as he leaves the ring, Texas Hangman just gives a little bit of a subtle nod to Jay Fleazy, who was over doing commentary for this match. Next up, we have the debut match of DeMarcus and Gray versus the Ironbound Syndicate, Fearless Blue, and Zippy Deverall, where Nate DeMarcus puts in an absolute show, and I'm assuming gets the pin with over Fearless Blue with a rocket launcher. I forgot that was the name of his finish. Fantastic match, great debut from DeMarcus and Gray. Getting the storylines going. Post match, we have DeMarcus Gray telling the Iron Syndicate their time is done. We now have a match between Joji and Dropkick, and Joji absolutely destroys Dropkick as he deserves, and don't expect to see Dropkick here ever again. He will most likely be fired after this match. He's a pain in the ass. Not worth the pain in the ass. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye to Dropkicks. We have our token eye candy match of the night, where Joanna Gray puts on a show, as per usual, defeating Gypsy Rose in a superb wrestling match with the Timber Shiverer. 53 from her. Beautiful stuff. Gave the crowd a chance to breathe, relax, get ready for the rest of the show. We now have Jay Fleazy in the back, handing the main event to Ernest Youngman for tonight, as he doesn't feel like it tonight. Got better things to do. And in the final of the Women's Championship tournament, we have Talia defeating Katya Kornishkova. I always want to say Kornishikov, and I don't know why. In 12 minutes with a spinal trauma, and becomes the first RCW Women's Champion. Go on, Talia. What a match. 47 from Kat, 56 from Talia. Fantastic match. We have Pinky Perez coming out to the stage. A little bit of a be ready. I'm coming for you. I'm feeling this is a great future in the women's division. Gonna become the whole show. We now have the main event of the night with Ernest Youngman taking on Riley McManus in a superb wrestling match. Ernest Youngman defeats Riley McManus with the hit. Fantastic match. 57 from Youngman, 33 from Riley McManus. Great job, boys. Job well done. A 48 main event. And we have, at the end of that match, Jay Fleazy attacking McManus from behind. Jay Fleazy and Youngman putting the boots to him when El Hijo, Del Neutron, Jay Silver, Kid Fantastic, Nate DeMarcus, and Tyrone come running down the stage to make the save. The Ironbound Syndicate powdering real quick. And that is the finish of the show. Beautiful show. So we have, in front of 77 people, our biggest crowd yet. We put on a 45 overall rating, an absolute killer of a show. And I think, who are we addressing here? I mean, Ernest Youngman, we gotta say, was fantastic. Honestly, Texas Hangman was great again. Riley McManus did well. We're gonna give it to him. He did well. He did what I needed him to do. Financial report, not looking good. We're finally into the red in our bank account. Negative 200. It's fine. It's fine. Got money if we really need to reinvest. You know? Popularity recap, nothing. Shocker. But it's fine. That was RCW Lost in the City. Put you in the moment back in the office. Alright. Couple things to address here at the end of the episode. First off, I did fire Dropkicks. I was tired of his constant whining and BS backstage. Secondly, finances, we'll show you that. See where we're at right now. See where we're going. I'm spending a little more money than I should be, but I'm not incredibly worried about the finances right now. I think we'll be more than fine. I have no problem. We're not losing money at a ridiculous rate, so we'll be fine. And the last thing, look at that. We made top headlines. Rust Belt Championship Wrestling held RCW Lost in the City last night in Great Lakes and drew 77 fans. The feedback has been extremely positive from those 77 fans in Detroit. It was apparently a great show for them. So, it's the first time we've actually made the headlines, believe it or not. So, halfway through our first year, we're on the top headlines on Pro Wrestling Headlines News. We're moving somewhere. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this, as much as I have, because I'm really enjoying this series, please leave a like, a comment. Helps feed the Hungry algorithm. Helps me out a ton. I appreciate it a ton. Any booking advice you have, leave it down in the comments. Tag teams, where these storylines go. Anything. I'm open to everything. I want to hear them. I want to discuss them. I think it's interesting conversation. Other than that, subscribe to make sure you don't miss any episodes. And Have a good rest of your day.